Hey everyone, welcome back to our game of Dragonlance. We are returning after, I'm pretty sure, a 2-month hiatus, which will be instantaneous for all of you. But if we seem a little rusty running into the game, now you know why. But in our last session, our players succeeded in successfully reclaiming Wheel Watch Outpost from the Red Dragon army. We did so with the help of Raven and some green troops from Calaman that she and... Oh no, his name. Our good boy that we love.
Darren.
Oh no, Darren. Thank you. That
Darren.
She, yes, she is leading troops trained by Darren. So, wow, I can't believe I forgot his name. 2 months. Okay, so back on track. Reclaimed Wheel Watch Outpost with the help of Raven and troops, who swept in as we fell this terrible Dragonel rider that nearly claimed several of our companions in that last-ditch fight in the castle courtyard. Thankfully, no one died, and we didn't have to re-roll new characters yet again. And we find our party wounded but safe, now within the stone walls that had opposed them prior, now protect them. And it is where we will be resuming as Raven approaches our battered group, congratulating them on the success of their mission. Well, it is good that we were able to take this fortress so easily. No doubt thanks to your efforts, though you do look a little worse for wear. I recommend that you rest, at least to regain your strength before you head back to Calaman. And if I could bother you, if you could deliver a message from me to the commander back at Calaman so they know that we're holding position here.
This would be tomorrow, yes? On our way back?
I presume your next, the next leg of your journey will be back to Calaman, if only to report the success here, and I presume so that you can rest somewhere far safer than some country fortress.
Sorry, player thing. Like when you said we should take a rest, you mean short rest or long rest? I guess.
Whichever you would feel is more appropriate to nurse your wounds. Some of you look like you may very well pass out on the road if you were to attempt it.
It is true. I cannot
I
feel
think
my
two
legs.
of us are passed out.
She looks past you like, it does appear that some of you are in fact asleep currently.
I would very much like to mend my wounds, if possible.
I think you are one of the people who is presently passed out.
I woke up, if I remember from last time, my dungeon master did say I was okay, so...
Okay.
I have suffered minor brain damage, but I will survive.
Oh,
I'll heal that for you. Let me just... brain damage. You're good.
We'll likely take a longer rest here and then relay that information when we are in range of our speaking device.
Sounds good. And again, if you would be so kind as to deliver my message to the commander as well, that would be
Of course.
very helpful.
Of course.
But just find me before you leave, and I'll be able to give you the parcel.
Okay. You might want to, if you're holding position here, also consider some kind of aerial defense, judging by he gestures to the center of the courtyard where the downed Drake is. There may be more of those.
Well, unless I am not privy to more modern tactics, I believe our answer to things such as that are bows and crossbows,
Yes.
which we do have.
Very good.
I think the only thing we would be needing more of is men to wield these instruments. But thankfully, these walls are stone. I didn't see whether or not that thing could belch any flames, but I don't want to test that either.
The dragons of legend used to be able to do that. Did not get to see it either.
Hopefully, we never will.
Agreed. Alright.
I will leave the rest of you to see to yourselves. If you need anything from me, do find me. I'm going to see to my men and make sure this place is restored to some level of operation before, well, any visitors show up at our door.
Thank you for the swift rescue, Raven. If we did not thank you already.
Indeed.
No, thank you for making this far easier than it could have been. She will give you a hurt bow and a salute.
Josephine
turn
returns
on.
both.
She'll give you a smile before turning and addressing some soldiers, marching off to do her duty, leaving all of you to yourselves in the middle of a blood-soaked courtyard.
Well, I'm going to go get some sleep and make sure all these wounds are bandaged properly. I imagine all of you will want to see a medic. Or myself, if you need help.
I only have a scratch. I'm good. But,
I definitely need to lie down.
Let's get a few of those wounds patched, shall we, Thrag?
I am already trying to wrap myself as we speak.
Yes, you're doing a very poor job. You should let me... She just, like, smacks away. let me do that.
I need to disinfect the wounds.
Yes, it will not work with your saliva. It would be better with an actual salve.
Okay,
fine.
it's literally just like gorging on berries right now.
You go, mm.
That certainly works.
all over the face.
If you have spell slots left, that works. I do not. It's too busy keeping you all alive.
Phrixus will take out a small book and start writing some notes down of some things. And he'll say, Josephine, when you have some time, I would like to interview you, if it so it were.
Interview me? For whatever reason.
Well, just based on some of the abilities that you demonstrated.
Oh, you want to learn of the Mother? Of course! I would love to inform you of Mishakol and her mission to heal the world.
Great. That is what I'm signing up for.
I will prepare a sermon. After I rest, of course.
Yes, take your time.
Come now, Thrag, we need to get you into bed. Come on!
Yes, I'm here.
It's gonna push him into indoors, towards the cot.
Excellent.
Don't touch me, I'm sensitive.
Oh, I know.
Alright, so I'm going to give you guys a nice long rest here.
Oh, God damn it.
And our party will be able to rest peaceably in Wheelwatch Outpost, spending a good 8 hours sleeping, resting, and mending, or studying, however they wish to spend their time, and see themselves on to a new day. Thankfully, there is no retaliatory strike upon the outpost No enemy soldiers can be seen scowling at the walls from the forest edge. Everything seems to have been restored to its natural order. And you can feel somewhat comfortable with leaving the outpost in Raven's capable line.
Excellent.
Well, we have a long walk back to the city.
Indeed. We should probably start making our way there.
I guess maybe a little like rewind for a second. Did we get a chance to loot the captain or the dragon rider?
That's a good question.
I'm not sure that we did. But I will let you know that all of the items and valuables of those individuals have been looted by the soldiers and are currently just in a pile. Most of it's just arms and armor.
Okay.
And you will see that there's not anything particularly noteworthy in the pile. No scrolls that are sticking out or anything that looks particularly magical or valuable.
If I hold down Tab or Alt, will an orange word appear above any of these?
No.
Damn
No,
it!
Nope.
Should we wander around with a detect magic spell running?
I will be conserving my slots.
That's a ritual.
If you want to. Well, shall we get on the road then?
Believe so.
Well, here it is.
Do we have a map of the road?
I think I can
have a
imagine
map
a
of the
road.
region?
It's road shaped and windy.
Describe the road to me. How flat is it?
Well, this far out, the road is mostly an underkept trail. It used to see a lot more trade caravans coming to and fro, but in the recent years with rising escalation, and especially now with the hills crawling with mercenaries, bandits, and, God forbid, the Red Dragon army, all travel in between the city-states has dried up, as well as the trade. So, this road has started to become reclaimed somewhat. It's more just a underused dirt path at this point. But as you get closer to Calaman, you do see the state of it improve, as well as it occasionally giving way to actual stonework and cobblestone.
Ah, finally.
And this is the very road you will travel, one that winds gently through the countryside on its way back to Calaman. And I do believe, Frixis, you mentioned you were going to try and use the Fargab once you were within,
Yes.
I think, what was it, 10 miles?
I am not sure.
Who's got the Fargab?
I think we had Thrag have it.
The Far Gap.
It's the backpack that has the radio, essentially.
Oh, yes, yes. Do you want to see it?
Yes, we should probably check it.
18 miles.
18. What an odd number.
Here it is. They will be pleased at our success, I think.
Yes. Again, I think Frixus probably hasn't used this thing, right? This is the first time for him.
Oh, I know how to use it, dear, if you don't.
Go for it.
Excellent! I take it off. I do what is required for me to use it.
Thrag will stand uncomfortably close behind you, and wanna. He's trying to talk into it as well.
Yes, she'll absolutely allow that.
All right. Well, you give it a crank. You push the buttons you need to. You pull the levers that present themselves, and you hear
Hello, hello.
a telltale static. Your voice rings out into the device, and you hear no answer in return.
Calling the city of Kalaman. The city of Kalaman. Please respond.
No, you wait for a few seconds. No reply.
I want to make a investigation check to see if I can see if the machine is working correctly.
Absolutely.
All right, I will do so. If I remember, how do I roll? Oh yeah, no, I remember. It should be working, but I'm not sure. I know how to operate it. I am no technician.
Let me try.
Here.
Darrett! Can you hear me, Darrett?
Yeah. A few seconds. No reply.
We must not be close enough. It does work within a range.
I do not like this. We should hurry.
Do not like what?
There's radio silence.
This is obviously it's malfunctioning, or we are not close enough. It is best
Let
to
us-
assume the best before we jump to the worst.
Still, we should hurry back.
Well, let us go at a pace that does not exhaust us.
I would agree there, but I would like to hurry.
Oh, y'all don't want to sprint 18 miles?
Yes.
What was it that Frixus said they wanted to do?
Also hurry, but
Oh, okay.
not jump to conclusions was the main thing.
If we all want to rush our way there, I imagine I can't stop any of you. I am in a lot of armor.
Same.
Let us go at a brisk pace, but nothing too
Power.
boisterous.
We could all ride on a Laffy.
We're all gonna mall walk our way back to Calumet.
I don't believe Laffy would be comfortable with that, though I won't speak for them.
You're a monster.
We're all
Just
monsters.
because I have 4 legs doesn't mean I want to carry everyone. Racist. Speciest.
Yes, let us all be excellent to one another, shall we?
And you know what else is excellent? The walk back to Calumet. Or, sorry, the brisk jaunt back to Calumet. The weather holds itself in good humors. Nice sun and small breezes accompany our party while they make their way back to the safety of the walled city-state. When you get back to the city, a little bit into the early evening, you are greeted by the normal hustle and bustle that is customary within the city walls.
You see?
Would you like to make your way to Castle Calumet, or was there another stop you wish to make beforehand?
Well, we should report, should we not?
Yeah, probably head straight to reporting.
You have a job to do.
Okay. You make your way back up to Castle Calumet. Can I... Actually, you know what I could do? It's been a while for me as well.
now I have the most annoying of all of the action panels for Kyle to look at.
I've just realized that I can get the party to roll a check.
Oh yeah, you can suck a check up from us.
Yeah, so I'm setting that now. Nice. And I could have hidden that if I wanted to.
Excellent.
Cool.
So, you will note as you're making your way up to the castle and through the castle grounds that it is rather quiet in the castle. The guard
Was the
although
city
present-
was the city normal? Like,
Yes.
okay.
Yes, the citizens walking through the streets, perfectly normal.
Okay.
As well as the guard presence around the edge of the city and at the gates, all that's fine. But when you get to the castle itself, you do note that it appears to be manned by a skeleton crew. You don't see as many guards as you're used to. There are no soldiers training in the courtyard, and there's very few people walking the halls.
What is going on, soldier?
You want to stop a random soldier and ask what's up?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you approach one of the guards at we'll say the council room door, since you're already in the castle. He will look to all of you and say, "Whoa, you just got back, I assume? You haven't heard?"
Yes. Heard what?
Well, apparently there's been some sort of army movement to the west. A contingent was sent out to address it, I suppose.
Oh, concerning.
How far away are they?
I don't know. I wasn't privy to that information. I just know that they were sent out this morning.
I pull out the communicator and I try to hail someone.
All right, you pull out the communicator. What the hell's that?
It's a magical device that allows me to communicate with people. It's too magical and complicated for me to explain.
He doesn't know how it works.
That's
Is the
that.
commander still here?
That as well.
That's fine.
Is the commander still here?
No. Marshal Vendry is out as well on deployment.
Well then.
Who is left in command of the city?
Oh, well, that'll be the governor, of course. The marshal's in charge of military matters, but the governor and the city council rule the city.
Ah,
So-
yes.
Yes, they're all fine, I would wager.
Is there anyone in a military capacity
Yes, who within a military
under
capacity
the governor?
is in charge?
Well, with
have
Marshal
a report.
Vendry on deployment, I suppose it would be the governor who's second in command.
Ah, and that is who we shall report to.
I don't think he'll be seeing anyone. He motions at the door behind him. It is closed shut. The governor's currently in a meeting with the council as we speak.
Ah, would not want to interrupt him. We have vital news from the Wheel Watch outpost. We will need to relay good news to the governor.
It is as you are telling this to the guard, you hear a hopefully that got picked up by my mic. As the far gab sparks to life, and you hear someone respond to Thrag's call to action. Hello? Oh,
Yes.
I think I recognize this. Is this Thrag?
It is. Who is speaking?
Oh, it's Vendry's secretary. Hello?
Hello. Are you in the castle?
Yes, I'm at the marshal's office.
Never mind. We are at the castle as well.
How far away is the marshal's office from?
It's
where
like a door away. We can hear them.
If you were to make a perception check, you would hear the echoes of the stone hallways.
Oh, call your phone and it's like, where is it? It's right under like a pillow.
Yeah, you happen to know that Vendry's office is actually just down the hall and around a corner from the council room.
Well, should we start with her?
Possibly.
Which is their secretary.
We were going to report to her anyways.
Indeed.
It is.
Well, you make your way to Vendry's office, where you meet with her secretary once more. The party beloved NPC, who goes by the name of...
We would never forget their name.
How beloved are they?
So beloved.
Definitely in somebody's notes.
We really think they are absolutely worth remembrance.
Yes, the wonderful and awesome secretary that
Whose name
happens
is...
to be... Frixus's notes are not.
Yeah, I'm literally having to go through session by session to remember where it is.
Oh no.
2 months real time, you know?
Yeah, I don't have anything written down for this character.
Watch it like she being like. Watch that they're really like super, like important to the plot.
Are they actually in the pre-gen call? Or is this a made up character? Oh,
No,
Oh, yeah, found it.
Okay.
It's
You found
section 7 notes.
Is it?
Yeah, Zaria?
Zarya.
Zarya?
Yeah. That
sounds right.
We never forgot it. We knew it in our hearts.
No,
Never forgot it.
we knew absolutely. We can cut that, right? For you, we can cut that for YouTube, right?
So if you're watching this on
Oh, wait.
YouTube, I want you to
Wait,
just
wait, wait.
like go back and then skip forward and
No,
pretend
no,
this didn't
no.
happen.
Here's what we'll do the cut, all right? The party beloved NPC Zarya,
Oh,
Oh,
who
sorry.
of course we could not have forgotten, even after these 2 months, fresh
so
off of our
amazing.
heads.
Oh, yeah, that's...
I'll put a
Very
timestamp in, so we'll just what
right.
what are we at? Let's see, 2807. Perfect.
Great. Oh, let me change this music back. Okay, so you meet her in the office, and you can see there's a look of relief on her face when you all march into the door. Oh, good. You all made it back then. I assume your assignment went well?
Indeed. We were able to take back the fort, and we have a report from Raven as well, that they are holding position there.
Oh, perfect. She holds out a hand. I'll take the report then, for when the marshal returns.
Do we have an actual physical report from Raven?
Yes, Raven
Okay.
actually gave you a sealed.
Okay.
I'll say Josephine has it. She'll hand it over.
Okay.
Frixus is also going to awkwardly shake her hand before handing her this report.
Okay. Yeah, she will awkwardly shake your hand with a curious glance at your attempt at cordialness.
In doing that, I'm trying to feel if there's an illusion on her. Frixus is in hyper paranoid mode now, having seen the one dude disguise self into, like, the dragon guy disguise self into.
Yep. Now you've touched her hand, and you can tell that if she is an illusion, it is 100% accurate to how she looks right now.
Cool.
Look, Frixus, do I hand? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, all right. There you go.
Well, I can only assume you've heard the talk around the castle.
A little bit from a guard outside. We tried the Fargab device this morning when we got into range and wondered if you had gone with them. So
Oh,
that's what the call about. Clearly.
yeah, I've been running about the castle all day today. With so few people left, I've had to see to my own chores, I suppose. So if you had tried to reach out, I'm sorry, I just wasn't in the office.
Is there any defensive garrison?
Well, of course, but most of the fighting troops have been deployed. What the marshal took with her was supposed to be the majority of our fighting force, but, well, she looks around a little bit nervously. Once word had reached us about the second army moving through the territories, there weren't really a lot of people left outside of the garrison, so what little there was left departed.
There's a second army. Have
Well,
you been in contact with the marshal then?
I was in contact with the marshal when she left. She and her retinue went far to the west in Calaman's territories to what I was told is probe enemy forces. But she was already on deployment when we heard that there was a contingent of Red Dragon troops broken away from their larger force and moving through the Calamani heartlands. Well, unfortunately, there was no one else really who could respond to that, but I heard that there was an outcry for this to be answered, and that it would be... Actually, we're going to switch the music to something a little less cheery.
Oh god. I am here, by the way. Just Fantasy Grounds was acting weird, so I am just updating really quick.
Okay. We're going to try Shady Tavern.
Now I'm really suspicious of her.
We're playing the Shady Tavern music? Everyone make a insight check.
Oh no, this will be better.
It's guidance.
I am very concerned.
Well, as it turned out, the council was tired of taking the measured steps that the marshal is so fond of, and were spurred to answer these new troop movements. It sounded like Lord Baccharis had convinced them to take another arm of Calaman's military to ride out and seize what was thought to be an easy victory. Since the marshal's away, the only person who could have signed off on something like that was, well, the governor. And, well, it sounded like it was approved, so Baccharis and most of the other garrison left this morning.
Wait, Baccharis, is that the... Baccharis the Older?
Oh, Lord Baccharis.
Oh... He went out with...
Is there
Is
an
it-
issue?
Baccharis the Older is, Well, it is not polite for
Sure?
me... Yes! I am a knight, I cannot say such vile things. Yes! And for the most part, he is a fool.
Oh, rude and incompetent. This is not a good combo.
Welcome to politics.
Unfortunately.
Had to deal with these types before.
I just think it's
Came
such...
from academic politics, but and he took a contingent of soldiers out to meet a secondary force broken off from the main one.
Yes, I do believe that was the the summary of the information that I was able to hear.
I do not like this.
When was this?
This morning,
This morning.
Marshal Vendry had already been deployed days ago.
Well, let us hope that they do not do anything rash.
Do you know if Darrett Highwater is here?
Oh, Darrett also was deployed with Lord Baccharis' contingent.
Well, at least one person there knows what he's doing, kind of, maybe.
You know this gentleman as well?
Darrett is a hero, to be honest. We encountered him when we first banded together. Before
Then that is good
Darrett
news.
Darrett is who
Might
we
be the luckiest
report
person I've ever met.
Oh,
It's true.
he is very lucky.
Literally the luckiest NPC I've ever piloted in my history of a GM, going on 20 years.
perhaps they will be able to balance out the incompetence of this Lord Baccharis.
One would hope.
What time of day
Has
is
there
it?
been any?
I would say it's a little bit into the late afternoon. So 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
Do you know where the second force was?
I was told that they were planning to ambush the Red Dragon forces at a place called Steel Springs. It's a crossing of the Inkwater, which is a river to the west. And that's supposed to be 30 miles west of Calaman?
30 miles.
Yes,
Oh.
the Calamani territory stretches a good distance to the west.
Well,
Armies are slow. Should we try to catch up?
That may be a good course of action for us.
how long have we been on our feet today?
I would say, like, how long is an 18-mile march?
That's most of the day.
Oof. Yeah.
Well, I do not believe that that would be wise. If we were to leave now, we would certainly be ragged by the time we got to the armies.
The party would most likely need to either push through or take a rest.
But we have not been
8
given
hours.
any commands to do so.
True. And there's the... We have a bit of a conflict here of... We should report to the Marshal.
In the
But-
Marshal's absence, we report to the next of authority.
That should be the council, the mayor.
But Darrett is also our direct commander.
Who's also gone.
Who is also gone, so we go down the line of command and make sure the right people are informed. Yes?
Real question is, are we the highest ranking officers in this building?
We might be so.
This is how we take Calm.
The governor is in the building, so no.
Well, he's not a military leader.
No, but he is certainly outranking us in whatever authority we might perceive to have.
We could also try to address the council. But
Well, if we were able to get orders from them, or at least go ahead to join the army, I think that would be more than enough to avoid any kind of unnecessary court-martial or something of the kind.
considering our station here, I think this might be a better do what we think is best scenario.
I'm more than
We are
willing.
Ask for
The-
forgiveness rather than permission.
I just want to be sure that we are all okay with breaking those rules.
not really we're breaking any rules.
Whatever
Our
direction
job
you
is
go.
to be here when they ask for help, and the person who asks for help, both the people who can tell us to do things are in one place, so
You are very
we're being
independent.
proactive.
It is very independent for an
They're in
agent.
two different places. They're in two different places. One's with the main army, and one's with that secondary force. You know,
I imagine
I think they're both in the
reinforcements.
same direction, right?
they're both west. Yes.
I imagine then that reinforcements would not be a negative feeling towards our commanders. I'm sure they would be more than happy to have the help, but I guess my only concern is leaving the city even more undefended than it was previously.
Well, as much as I would love to stay and remain in your company, there are some other things I need to get to.
Oh, of course, please don't let us hold you.
Oh, who's it next in charge after the marshal for military stuff?
Well, the marshal answers to the governor, so I imagine it would be the governor. Less of a next in command and more of a who's above. But if you're asking specifically about who is under the governor, or sorry, the marshal, I believe your special service ranking puts you at next in command.
Oh dear.
Not a great sign here.
But again, I need to see to my other chores, so she begins to slide out of the room.
Phrixus will say, just as a heads up with that report, I have one additional piece of information that I will entrust to you.
Oh,
And
okay.
he'll kind of look around to see if there's anybody else in earshot other than our party and her.
Nope.
He'll say, one of the forces that we encountered at the fort was able to use some kind of illusion to hide itself as someone else. This is why I awkwardly shook your hand earlier. But
Oh,
I'm trying to be somewhat discreet about that. But you are definitely a person that I would say has earned the trust of the Marshal, and in knowing that you're not an illusion currently, I would trust you with this information. Be wary. Not paranoid. No need for that. If anything, they would be blowing their cover if they were to be found out, so it would be unfortunate for them, type of a thing, so
well, I'll keep that in mind.
yes.
Well, that's
Anyway,
not
I will leave
entirely
you
a
to you.
comforting thought, but
I understand.
I'm sure that Calaman Castle is perfectly safe.
I will let you get back to your duties.
And I
Somehow
hope
that
you-
feels like foreshadowing.
And I hope all of you enjoy your day in the castle. And she will slip out, but she is not very good at sleight of hand. So it is very clear to the party when she tries to deftly place an envelope onto Thrag's person. And she doesn't react to the fact that she's clumsy about it. She just continues to walk away.
What? I'm confused.
I look at Thrag and do some gestures of like, no, play along, it's okay.
Wink, wink,
Oh.
nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He winks very, very, like, slow.
He gets like super stiff and just
Uh,
slowly walks out. Like,
Yeah, he
"Yes,
gets versus like I don't know what to do.
normal.
Okay.
Where do my hands go? Where do my hands go when they're normal?
You know when a cat like this, you know when a cat stares off into space and both their eyes just kind of go like opposite of cross-eyed.
I've been playing too much Final Fantasy because you not knowing what to do just makes me think of the Lalafell when they're panicking. Like they're just bobbing on their feet and waving their arms around, looking left and right like I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, it's hard to make a potato panic.
Should we go back up to our bunks for a moment?
Yes, I am very tired. Very.
Unpack a bit, repack if we intend to do anything.
Indeed.
Discuss it at the war table. Okay.
Alright, so our party reconvenes at your personal barracks on the 4th floor of Calaman Castle. It is as you left it, somewhat covered in dust and full of your belongings you couldn't be bothered to carry with you into battle.
I water the Nimoy plant.
You water the Nimoy plant.
Make sure the door is shut. Drag doesn't say that. Drag just makes sure the door is shut and secured.
It is shut and secured.
Drag will take out the letter.
Alright. You take out the letter, and it is sealed, though plainly so. No special markings,
Okay.
no special identification.
Drag will open it.
You open it, and you see that it is penned in simple black ink, in simple print. It says, "Come at once. Bakaris is leading us to ruin at Steel Springs. He's the commander of this mission, and I can't disobey. I'll do what I can, but I need your help. Darren."
Damn it! He needs our help!
We're supposed to help.
There we go.
That's an order from our commanding officer. We need to leave now.
Oh, I'm going to be exhausted.
he picks up Joseph, like Josephine's about to go lay down on the bed. No, Josephine, you can't get comfortable. No! He puts your shoes back on.
I can put my own shoes on, thank you very much. She just shoos them away. If it is an order from our commanding officer, then we must go, and go now, and swiftly.
I'm going to make one stop, and I will meet you at the castle gates. I'm heading to the quartermaster.
Alright.
And I'm gonna see if there are any extra medical supplies.
See if there's horses.
Or horses. That sounds great.
Or a wagon. For wagons.
Horses would be faster.
A wagon. A wagon.
Oh
that'll
wait, I forgot. Well, you just go aside of this. It'll be fine.
Well, when you ask if they have any spare medical supplies, you are met with a disappointing no. Everything they have that is for medical use is accounted for currently. And so far as stables or wagons are concerned, they aren't lending that out on any sort of business. So you would need to procure your own mounts for transport.
Okay. I forget the time scale. When's our next paycheck is what I'm thinking.
You're paid every week,
Yeah.
and you're in the middle of one of your weeks, so
Okay.
in a few days.
Not anytime soon. Well, we could procure our own horses, but they didn't have any extra medical supplies.
Oh, Picura. Oh, well. Unless any of you have rich barony or something in your heritage or your pocket, I cannot afford such a thing.
How much is a horse?
I imagine expensive.
Let's find it.
A draft horse and cart together would be about 65 gold.
Oh,
Steep price.
65. I have more than that. I could buy you a horse.
Oh, well, of course. A lended horse, I imagine. I would not be able to accept such a gift.
Nonsense. You will name it and we will make it yours.
I am uncomfortable, but thankful.
Why are you uncomfortable? You're sitting on the bed.
I'm not. I'm standing, actually.
Oh.
What are the different kinds of horses?
Oh, there seems to be
Draft and
mule,
war.
draft, pony, riding, and war.
What if a horse could be procured via renting?
We could go with a mule.
How much are mules? How much is a riding horse?
Riding horses are 75 gold. Draft horses are 50.
I can buy Josephine
Mules
and myself
are 8 gold.
riding horses.
Mules probably aren't much faster than walking.
Yeah, but it means that we can rest.
You
It's
can
true.
rest on a mule?
Well, you have a wagon.
Oh, I see. I was thinking, like, all of us get a horse, but,
But it will be very difficult for a Laffy.
well,
I
yeah.
can get on a horse. It's just not very comfortable
Oh,
for
I am-
anyone involved.
I imagine.
Or,
so.
like, you could get a horse with a cart, and then you ride in the cart. That horse would be looking at you like, this is bullshit.
Your coffers are all obviously beyond mine. I will leave the purchasing up to you.
And then draft horse versus riding horse. Mechanically, do anything different?
I think draft horses can pull more weight. Let's look. Riding horses are 480 that they can pull or carry, and draft horses can do 540, and then they can carry. They can, if you have a vehicle behind them, they can pull 5 times that.
So riding horses are better.
Riding horses have less carrying capacity, but are faster.
Oh, okay.
Mules and draft horses are 40. Riding horses and war horses are 60.
Okay.
Camels are where it's at.
So yeah, if you guys had riding horses, you could get there in 5 hours. So you wouldn't even need to rest if you were going at a fast pace.
Then we will arrive in 5 hours.
I can also pitch in for a pair of horses if needed. I'll at least pay my own way, but does anyone else need of that?
Sounds like
So I-
Frag is providing me a horse for the evening.
It will be your horse. Nonsense. What will I do with 2 horses?
What
Sure,
will
I
I
can
do
become
with
friends.
one?
Ride it.
I do not have time to care for such a creature. I have so many others to care for. I will graciously take your charity for the evening.
Very well. Let me look. I just want to double check. I'm pretty more than positive.
Perhaps you could
Is it
sell
worth
it
us
back.
getting horses, do you think?
I have 300. I have 372 gold. I can absolutely buy multiple horses.
Unless it's, I mean, it's DM call there, but if we do move by raw, we're rolling exhaustion. So if we're cool with that, we don't think we need it. But unless, I mean, Kyle's got the map and the numbers over there, so you tell us if we have to roll for exhaustion to get there on foot.
If you're going by foot, you will be exhausted if you
Okay.
push through.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you're riding on horses, I would say you would get there just under the need for exhaustion. If you're moving at a fast pace with riding horses.
What we
Oh, for us
really
staying up. Yeah.
need is an elephant.
As a medium creature, a Laffy could in fact ride a horse.
In theory,
Some special saddle for.
I think it'd be uncomfortable for everyone involved.
I think the best thing to
Well,
do is not
if-
think too hard about it and just say you
Yeah,
have a
'cause
horse.
It's true.
'Cause if
This
you-
meme has been dug into the ground.
If you think about it, like people ride 2 people on 1 horse.
Yeah.
Like it would be the same as that, but awkward.
I don't need any visual proof. I think it's okay. I think we just say it works.
I'd ride side saddle.
I think if it's fun to describe.
But yeah, we could probably do horses. But
Okay. Well, let us find a local stable and try to procure some riding horses.
I'm just waiting for us to get to a stable and kind of be like, oh, there's no horses available.
They've all been taken for the war effort.
Oh!
Maybe. To the
Alright,
stables then.
Can I buy 2 riding horses, Kyle? If I go to the stables.
Well, let's find out.
Also, we've all seen this note, right?
Oh yes,
That
you
they
read
gave
it. You
us.
read it aloud.
Someone. Wait, can I do it? What cantrips do I have? It's been a while. Okay. Does anyone have a flame cantrip that can set this ablaze?
Oh, yeah. I let it on fire.
I was gonna say Thrag eats the note.
After it's lit on fire.
It will be disposed of in the flames of your stomach.
Spicy.
I have druid craft. You can light things on fire with that.
Hell yeah.
All right, so you make it to where you know there is a local stable that has been selling horses in your comings and goings around Calaman. Situated near the gate, it would be hard not to have heard the horses being peddled as you made your way to and from the city. When you get there, you see that there are plenty of horses still potentially up for sale, and when you speak to the merchant, I would actually like it if who's talking to the merchant to buy the horses.
I would.
Okay, so give me a deception check.
Deception.
And here's why. Being the wily merchant that he is, he can't help but detect an air of urgency to the party, and he's tempted to raise the prices on the horses to take advantage of that. So I'm asking for your deception to kind of like, you know, kind of make him think he might just be thinking it. And you roll well enough that he doesn't really pick up on the fact that you guys need these urgently, and you will get them at the normal price. That being 75 gold pieces.
Yeah, riding horse 75.
Okay,
Not for
so
keeper.
I'm footing the bill for at least mine. Who else needs horses and might need?
Josephine. Josephine
Josephine
needs a
good.
horse.
Is Alafi
Yeah,
good or?
I have to look and see. I don't remember how much money I have left. I have enough for a horse. And that is about it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna deal with this the druid way.
I am the horse.
Oh no! I am the small creature that rides on someone else's horse.
Oh, or that.
It's
That'll
only
work.
an hour, though, right?
No, it lasts a really long time. I think. Let me double
The
check.
wild shape?
Yeah, wild. Like some of the other things don't, but wild shape lasts super, like stupid long.
But I can also pay for Alafi's. And we'll do that if needed.
Why am I not seeing how long wild shape lasts?
5 times 2. 150. So 390 or 372 minus 50. Okay.
It's only 2 hours. Yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I will go ahead and purchase one for Alafi as well.
So if we're
It's
looking
not-
at 3, that's 300. Sorry, if we're looking at 4, that's 300 total.
Yeah, so 150 coming from me, 150 from Thrag.
It's not letting me change my gold. That's so bizarre. It will let me.
So when you click on it, you just type in the new total.
Yeah, but it won't let me. Here, I'm gonna exit. Okay, I can't even exit out of it. Whew.
Okay,
Yeah, I can't. I can't type anything.
getting on the horse. It was not too much work.
There you go. I did it for you.
222. There we go.
I just crit by getting on the horse successfully.
I wonder what my animal handling is.
Oh,
Probably incredible.
goodness.
Inventory.
Oh, wait, that's acrobatics.
I have to add Josephine to the party. So there we go.
I clicked. Something's wrong with my fantasy grounds.
So this should be at 120 now.
You might have a scaling issue going on.
Could just close out of the window that's causing you problems and then open it back up.
It won't. Okay, now it's working. Jesus.
All right, so we have the horses. Are
In
we
my
are we departing immediately, or does
Yeah.
anybody want to do anything before you leave?
Do we need to buy more things than just horse?
Oh,
itself?
like saddle and stuff. Horse
It
feed.
doesn't come with that.
He will smile a toothy grin as he shakes his head. No, it doesn't come with that stuff.
Saddlebag.
You're going to need some saddlebags along
They're
with
4
I
gold
think we'd say
apiece.
saddle, right?
You would need a saddle if
Or
you
wait,
don't want
that's-
to ride bareback.
That's saddlebag.
Are you going to feed the horses? I imagine you're going to need food as well.
Do you want some food?
Yeah, probably.
Riding saddles are 10 gold each. It looks like.
Could I upsell you on some horseshoe replacements?
Going to need those for a long ride.
You don't
Well,
want
I'll-
to be stranded on the road. Wine is a horseshoe.
Wait a minute.
He's just doing this the whole time.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Please tell me I can purchase a warranty for all of this as well.
Well, you do want your thoroughbred insurance.
Oh, I'll need that too, of course.
What about our license and registration?
Oh,
There's always the convenience fee as well. And a tip is appreciated.
Okay, so tack on another 20 gold apiece for me and Thrag for saddles.
all right. You can't forget about the saddle insurance too. You don't want them to be damaged.
Off the
know.
lot fees, well.
Oh, of
And would
course.
you like a clear coat on your horse?
It's about 5 copper for a day worth of feed. So we can start buy a little bit of that.
This guy is just like, I make so much fucking money.
How much?
Five.
How many
I'm getting-
days do we think we're gonna be out there?
Oh, I'm getting like 5 things of feed.
We quit
Fine.
being adventurers. We open up our own stables across from this guy.
Right.
We need to hire a rogue for that.
Oh, I know,
We undercut him for the rest of his days.
So, what is it? 5.
This guy's making out like a fucking band.
Hey, the real stable you get is you get a stable full of druids, because then your
yeah.
horses come back.
That's true.
I'll
that's
buy
true.
the feed, and I'll do 1 gold worth of feed, and that's 20 days.
Okay, I'll do that too.
I think that's 20 days for all the horses, isn't it?
No, that was 20 days for one horse.
Can
So
the horses
divide
carry
by
that
4,
much feed?
That's 5 days. They can.
Oh.
I think.
Hmm.
Uh,
On top of us?
That's 200 pounds of feed.
True, but split among 4 horses. You know, like ourselves. You know.
It's
They
20
can
days
oh,
for
you-
all of them.
480 pounds each. So yeah,
Yeah.
you're fine.
Yeah. So, okay.
Let's get a spreadsheet made and just confirm all these numbers.
I started using a thing called Obsidian to take notes. I can make spreadsheets inside that.
There you go.
What we really need is a horse pocket, though.
Is this like a portable hole that
Oh, yeah.
has air?
Gotta make it work.
Okay.
Where do
I
you keep
have-
your horses? In your horse pocket.
Most D&D groups, they just get their horses, they pay the gold, they leave. Us, no. No. We make sure all the paperwork is done first.
Sign here and here and on. This is a claim releasing me from any damages. Yes, good.
Okay.
Let me check
That's
your
5.
credit score really quick. Make sure.
Get this financing in place.
This is going to
Hi,
lower your credit score.
Oh, this is going to...
Don't worry, we'll garnish your wages.
It doesn't look like you have any Calaman credit.
You know, your reputation's a little low with the Kalaman army.
Oh my god.
Damn it.
Okay. So,
We walk out with the horses, and it's like, man, I'm very grateful he took pity on us. He gave us a loan with 50% interest.
We have like you have like a freaking like jockey hat and outfit on. And it's like, I don't think we got sold. I think we're good. It's a good deal.
I'll be indebted the rest of my life, but I look good. I look good.
Oh my god. Okay. I think we're taking off.
After spending a buttload of money on all of their horses and gear, horses which I expect to be named by the end of this episode, our party departs Calaman with haste as they pursue the departing army that had recently traveled down the road but this very morning. And running at a fast pace, putting these animals through their paces, our party will be able to catch up with the Calaman army before they become exhausted from their travels. Now, if anybody would like to take a break for bathroom or drinks or anything, now would be a good time. I see we're at 9 o'clock. And if not, we can roll right into the next part of the session.
I'm okay.
Yeah, bud.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna name my horse.
Oh wait, do we need saddlebags too?
You would need saddlebags if you're storing anything on the horses. Yes.
Okay, so then that's another 4 gold apiece. So that's
You know how much money this merchant just made?
He made bank.
so if you can deduct
excuse
8
me.
gold there, Dustin,
Okay, so that's
and I'm doing 8 as well. Okay. Did you do a gold worth of food, or did you not do that? Because I was anticipating doing it for everyone.
Oh, yeah, I subtracted it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Well,
So
I was
then-
initially going to put a gold, but then if you're going to do it for everyone...
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay. Saddlebags. Cool.
Whoops. You didn't hear that.
Didn't hear what?
I can't believe it. It makes more. It does. It makes.
I'm helping. Ed is giving a look.
Dear.
Making sure the stream can see it, so. Make sure they know what y'all giggling about. Alright,
The music makes it all the better.
it's true.
All right. So, our party rides hard through the countryside to catch up to the Kalaman forces, reaching them as we see smoke rising above the horizon, cresting above the treetops, and as we see the stream come into view, the Inkwater River, that is. As we find the Inkwater River and the stream comes into view, we see that a battle has already been joined beyond the tree line. As the brook called the Inkwater comes into view, smoke rises over the tree line beyond it. Wounded Kalaman soldiers stagger from the trees, heading toward a narrow crossing that lies in your direction. Dragon Army soldiers give chase on horseback. What the hell? Have I shared the map with you guys?
Nope,
No.
not yet.
The command
Nope.
to share. Oh, there it is. Interesting. Roll for initiative, everyone.
I see darkness, by the
Yeah,
way.
I see.
Same.
That's because your counters aren't on the map yet.
Is mine all set up?
Yes.
Could I do a preparatory action while riding up to this?
You would have seen that there's definitely a battle happening. So yeah, you would have been able to.
I am not on the combat tracker.
So I would do.
I don't know if maybe
You
just rolling
should
will put.
be.
I see not me. I see my old character.
I am unconscious
Interesting.
and prone.
Okay, he's gone. Maybe if I
Yep.
roll initiative, it'll put me on here.
Nope.
Yep, there I am.
I got you in there before I finished rolling.
Ah, perfect.
All right. I'm trying to get the formation to pull in, but I guess it's not. So I'm just gonna.
We're still supposed to be seeing darkness, correct?
It's because your guys aren't on the map.
Good. I just wanted to confirm.
Doing that.
Should see the map now.
Nope. We do. Yep. I see it.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Why is Warhorse 3 saying they're invisible? Okay. So as a refresher, we can see that there are wounded Calaman soldiers currently fording across the river, trying to escape from the battle just beyond the tree line, and they are being pursued by cavalry, which are in the process of running them down. Now I see everybody has rolled their initiative.
Yes.
We did real good.
You guys did great. I'm gonna roll NPC initiative now.
Hey, that's cheating. You're not supposed to roll double digits.
Okay. So, unfortunately, the enemy will be acting first. Alright. As we watch the horses make their way across the river, this soldier is going to make his attack on one of the wounded Calaman soldiers. Here we go. Oh, I wasn't having him target him. Or nope, I did. Okay. 2 attacks with his long sword from horseback. Both are misses. Look at you guys already having good luck. Second rider comes charging across the ford. Oh no. Okay. I didn't realize these horses get a trample, so we're gonna roll to see if that happens.
Oh boy.
Yay! Alright. The slowest Calaman is not the deadest Calaman yet. Okay. So we'll watch as the rearmost soldier is cut down, laying on the floor in a bloody heap as a sword slashes across his back. Whew. All right, 2 misses. Two more javelin throws. Oh, we see a javelin catching this other soldier in the back. As another soldier falls, the cavalry quickly running down these men as they flee for their lives. And that'll bring us to Thrag. Thrag, you can see these soldiers wildly trying to escape, their bodies battered and bruised from the battle that has already claimed most of their vitality. They are crying for help as they make the second crossing, their eyes meeting yours in wild desperation.
Thrag looks at a moment of like, looking like, oh no, and then just goes into a rage. And he's going to... How fast does a horse go?
60
How far...
feet.
Let's see if I remember controls.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
You want to be mounted for this?
Our horses are not war horses.
Yeah, they're not war horses. We actually...
And we don't have any of the appropriate skills to ride horses.
And
that are
my,
not war horses.
my speed is now 45. If I can get the... Why won't it
Oh.
work now?
On horses, mine is my horse's name is Full Moon.
My measurement stick won't work now for some reason.
What? This?
Yeah.
Oh.
How do you... What's the command again? I thought it was
Both
shift
mouse
control.
buttons.
Oh, both mouse buttons. Yeah. I'm here. Thrag is here.
The
Thrag.
crossing is the only part of the river that is difficult terrain. The other parts of the river are too deep to wade through. You would have to swim. So you can't make a straight line to him.
How far can I do a running jump? My strength is 18.
That's a good question. I think running jump is like 15 feet.
It has to do
At
with
base.
your base strength.
Wait, is it 5 feet at base?
Oh, not the spell.
Okay, long jump. Cover number of feet equal to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet before the jump.
So if
So
I have
what-
eight,
so
if
what's
I
your
I,
strength?
I have 18 strength.
So you can do a long jump of 18 feet.
Damn.
So
Which
you
would clear
could,
the river.
you could clear that.
Yeah. So could I get here then? It's only 30. I'm only 35 feet away.
Yep, you could make that jump.
Yeah. You just see Thrag roar, and he jumps across the fucking river. I can. There we go.
And what does he do when he lands?
Trying to target
Control
the
left
horse.
click.
Let me go to the battle combat tracker. Come on, Thrag. There we go. He targets. Well, no, I don't target Warhorse 4. I want to target. There we go. Okay, I am enraged. I'm going to turn on my rage thing. I am going to use my Knight of Solemnia advantage attack for this first attack. Oh, I'm dumb. Never mind. I have to. It's been a while, guys. Actions. Battle axe. Attack. That is a nat 20.
Hey. All right. So we watch Thrag absolutely sprint into battle, jumping 18 feet across a river and crit striking this rider on the opposite end of the shore.
I'm not done. I have a second attack.
Then continue.
All right. I will use my Knight of Solemnia attack on this one. I didn't do the advantage on that one. So second attack. Okay, I don't think this should. I might. This might have the Divine Fury added to it. I don't know how to shut that off, but it's just you can.
You press the button to trigger it, right?
The first creature you hit on each of your turns. The first creature. Does that mean Divine Fury can be used multiple times? Starting when you choose this path, at 3rd level, you can channel Divine Fury into your weapon strikes. While you're raging, the first creature you hit on each of your turns with a weapon attack takes extra damage.
Yeah, so you shouldn't have extra damage
Okay.
on the second one.
Yeah.
So how do I shut it off?
Click the button again for it.
It is a toggle.
So what you want to do is in the combat tracker, you should have that up. Do you have the combat tracker up?
Yeah, effects 1d6 radiant.
Yeah.
So how do I shut that
You
off?
just click it.
Right click.
Right click and turn it off. So you should be able to get rid of effects on yourself.
Friend effects. Oh, here we go.
There you go.
Off. There we go. Awesome. Cool. Okay. But I am using the... I did roll that with advantage. So this will do the 1d8. When I just have to add it at the end. So... And
Well,
just for
dead.
And just for good measure. 1.
Got him.
All right, so Thrag just, he jumps 18 feet and fucking kills this guy.
Yeah, you slam into him both with your body and your axe, and you rip him right off his horse. Both of you landing on the ground with a sickening crunch as your blade crushes the metal and digs into flesh. You see one of the horses nearby rearing up in shock as you crash directly in front of it. And is there anything else you would like to do?
I've used my bonus action in both my attacks and all my movement.
Okay.
No, I am done.
Alright, so we're gonna bring this over to Alapi.
Alright, can I become not unconscious and prone?
You know, maybe.
Okay. I am going to cast actually. Oh, those guys are in a nice pattern. it's a really nice pattern to be in, remaining people. I will, I guess, cast Moonbeam then? There?
Seems choice.
Moonbeam.
I believe that's going to force them to need to make a saving throw, correct?
Yeah, first time they enter on a turn, so.
Okay, so when it rolls around to their turns.
The first time on a turn, or when it starts, or they start their turn there. So, does it count as this being the first time they enter? I don't remember how that one that works. Do you remember? Anyone else remember, or should I look it up?
You're going to want to
Not
look
off
it
the
up
top of my
because
head,
it's going to
yeah.
very much specify, as it does with Firewall, that it will be doing damage on its initial cast. As entering is only when a creature is. It's only going to do damage when the creature's already in it at the beginning of their turn, or entering it willingly or unwillingly. You moving the beam does not count as entering. I don't know if it's usually the spell will specify on cast for initial damage.
This one does not. So on
It'll
their turn.
be
when
on
they
their
start
turn.
there.
Yep.
Okay.
Enters it for the first time or starts its turn there.
Yes. Entering it for the first time is the confusing ruling for a lot of
Right.
Yeah.
people. But like, if you look at Firewall, it specifies when cast. That's how
Got
you
it.
know you're doing it right.
Alright. Then I will also. That guy's dead, right? Warrior 4.
Yeah, he's gone.
Okay. Then I'm gonna shoot one in the face with my archer form as well.
Laffy on point.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Whoops.
When the rolls are finally on our side.
All right, anything else you'd like to do, Lasky?
Nah. Here's fine.
All right, so that'll move us down to Phrixus.
Yeah. I am going to start walking up into the water, which I believe can get here because that costs 10 feet of movement, right? To get into the water. Okay. And then I will cast Eldritch Blast on the one that Alafi just hit, which was number 1, I believe. Or is it that?
Yeah. Number 1. I'm still targeting.
Send in the first bolt, which I'll get 2 of now. That will not hit. Second bolt. Ooh, I am having a bad roll night. I haven't rolled over a 5 yet.
You're working your way up to it, though.
Yeah, something like that. Alrighty, well, that is me. I think that's all.
You're doing better than the Calamity soldiers.
Well, for
How
now.
Did that just happen?
And
People
My
just put YouTube links in their targets.
What?
People are targeting YouTube links. If you go to the top, if you go to the top, you can clear targets. If you don't know what target that is, the little
No,
target button.
it's Dragon Army Soldier 1.
Oh,
But this is the YouTube link, I think. Kyle, maybe? Did you paste something?
Yep.
That's funny. That's the music.
amazing. Oh,
Automatic
was
attribution.
well placed.
It's like an atomic explosion. Ah!
I have a question for you, Kyle. When you get that handled, let me know. I just want to know if this man is
Yeah.
dead, or if I can maybe, if he's doing saving throws.
Which guy?
This man,
He's dead.
okay, dead.
He is
I
dead.
think
dead.
there's a hoof through him.
Understood. He is not. He's not coming back here. I am going to instead. What does bless even do for me? Can I give it to people?
Yeah, bless is target 3 people.
I wonder if it'll let me do it. On through Fantasy Grounds, if I can bless individuals. It's showing a buff. Maybe if I target someone. All right, let me just see what happens here. I'm gonna go into targeting mode. I'm gonna target Phrixus. I'm targeting you.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if this works on you.
Sure did. Attack 1d4, save 1d4.
Oh my god. This is amazing. Where are my friends? Can I target multiple?
Probably.
Yeah.
Get over here.
But the target went from with a giant YouTube link to Dragon Boy 1.
Yep.
I can bless people. This is great. You're all blessed. You three.
I'm guessing that C is probably what Thrag's thing needs. That's probably it gets consumed when it gets used once.
This won't consume.
That's a good idea.
Bless stays up because
That's a good
concentration.
Oh, concentration. No,
Yeah,
you're
I-
good.
There is ways to make it
There,
so it'll
there
go
is
up
a way
after
to
one
do
use.
that. Yeah. I just don't remember what it
Okay,
is.
so that's my action to give them all bless. And bonus wise, what do I even do bonus wise? Not a lot. Is there a lot of guys? It's just these dudes? You guys are fucking crushing it. I'm not gonna burn more spells. We're just gonna let that one spell slot go. I move, I chill. Go team. I can't save that Kalman soldier because he turned into putty.
Yeah,
If
he's
you
not
could
great.
revivify.
And it's, I know you're saying they're wounded, but they're all green dots, so I'm guessing that I can't, like, heal those wounds.
Oh, we should fix our health.
My health's good.
Oh, no. Like, we have 8 on us still.
No.
I don't think so.
No. That last
think-
8 hours has been much
Oh,
longer.
no. Like, I shouldn't have 48 hit points.
Oh, take it
that's
back
right,
down.
that's
Take it back down.
The max HP that
Yep.
you gave us before. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Did Thrag have that too?
I
Is your max HP been altered?
guess I can go check really quick. I did not look. I have
Or I think that was aid.
I have 55. I have 55 max HP. But I think that's consistent with my level and my character.
Okay.
That would make sense for yours.
This is one reason I keep the Beyond sheet up to date.
Yeah, me too. I was actually looking at my Beyond sheet so I could read spells easier,
Right.
and that's why I noticed.
It's a good call.
Yeah, 55 is right for Thrag.
Thumbs up.
Okay. Want me to
Alright.
double check something? Cool. Okay. The soldiers limp as fast as they can, making their way for the second crossing. Seeing this warhorse is probably gonna panic and run for it. But let's see what chaos happens from the fray.
Not glitter hop.
God, I have so many pop-ups. Okay. So, as they are trying to make their way to the crossing, one of the soldiers collapses from his wounds. His companions, seeing him fall to the ground, prone, turn to assist him. They are not going to be moving this next round.
Can I heal their wounds? Or no? Are these not healable? Are they different?
No, you just because it says they are
Healthy.
just because it says they're healthy doesn't mean you couldn't heal them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
If that would have changed your previous turn, I apologize. I was not hearing what you intended.
No, just because a bonus action probably wouldn't have been worth it. So no, I was. It'll be a future turn for like a full action, big heal.
Okay.
Alright. Who all is starting in the moon circle amongst that group?
Okay.
It's like 3 horses and a Draconic Knight.
Now, we'll see. Oh, that's fun. You're gonna make me do that? Okay. Alright. Okay, game. Alright.
Time to do a bunch of moonbeam damage.
Yeah,
Not yet.
Okay.
getting targeting. For the ones that are visibly in the circle, I am at targeted. It's up to Kyle for if the dragon soldiers are in there besides.
Yeah, the 2 riders that are.
Thrag was able to
Map-wise.
attack a dude who was a square away, so maybe it'll work that way. Maybe you'll get all of them.
Oh, should I have adjust? I had movement to spare. Do you want me to move closer to the horse,
I
Kyle?
was just
Not
wondering.
anymore.
Not anymore. I was argument towards potentially hitting all of the guys and their horses.
Cool. So, we will see. From the fray, from the tree line bursts another dragon army soldier upon his mount, flanking our party across the river. And it is now their turn.
Oh, to the east.
Get him, a Laffy.
Okay, this was in a moonbeam, it turns out.
Yeah.
He's in the moonbeam.
Okay, what
So,
save?
You can automatically do it.
I can automatically do it. Which ones should I? Should I just
Oh, cool.
target them all at once?
Just hit them all because they go sequentially. So might as
Should I
well.
do? Should Dragon Boy 1 and Dragon Boy 3 be in that moonbeam or not?
Yeah, they're technically on their horses, and if you're hitting their horse, you're hitting them.
Got it.
Get him in there.
Okay, then.
Oh, boy. There's some failures in there. Hit the damage.
Ooh. Got a lot of woundeds, a lot of heavies.
Okay, yeah.
It's a lot of horses.
The moon barbecue happens.
Moon barbecue.
All right, and now I will have them move as best as they can after being thoroughly seared. So this horse and rider are going to jump back to the other side of the river,
He's like, fuck this.
getting his way out of the moonbeam. He is going to engage Thrag.
Engage me. Not enough!
Alright, so you'll see two javelins rain down around you, slamming into the ground, kicking dirt and debris up into your face, but you remain unharmed. Okay. So our next horse and rider. Like 5.
Yes, I could have been far meaner with a different spell, but
Should have been meaner. Dude, be mean. Be mean to these people.
the spike growth could have been hilarious.
Ooh, that would have been yeah, why don't you do it?
Because there's too many
Oh
of
my
the allies
gosh.
nearby is the only reason I didn't.
Calaman soldier, no.
No,
Well,
it was a critical
oh.
miss. He's fine.
What,
Oh,
what
oh,
I'm noticing is anytime we have friendly NPCs, they do great.
Yeah. Like, this is like, I wish this happened in the CC and Carillion didn't get annihilated.
Oh, did he untarget? No, I was
no,
rolling on the wrong guy. Okay. Too many windows open. All right, doing great, enemies. Apparently, I
Okay.
turned it down to easy mode while I wasn't paying attention.
In the chaos of battle.
Poor Dragon Boy 1.
Dragon Boy 1, no.
He's going for his destiny. All right. Misses across the board. Drag, it's your turn.
Yeah, Thrag just roars at him. Thrag is pissed. Thrag is angry. No more death. It's a miss.
Well, staying true to his mantra of no more death, he
That's-
misses his attack.
That's true.
Some death.
Thrag's gonna attack again.
Taking
And
his
then-
words back immediately, Thrag says death. And kills a man.
Thrag just and kills a man. and kills a man.
No
Yeah,
more death. Well,
Thrag-
maybe a little death.
Thrag just deflects that blow and just crunches that guy, Dragon Boy, to the ground.
Dragon Boy was not feeling very good anyways. He had a moon arrow through him and was scorched by a moonbeam.
Can
I
I
think he got killed
move?
by an Eldritch Blast as well.
Can I move here? Is this difficult terrain?
I would say it's large enough that you can't move over it. You'd have to move around it.
You can easily move around.
I know, but it's cooler to go "Ah!" instead of excuse me. Pardon me. There we go.
I expect the excuse me and part of me to be part of this.
Pardon me. Yeah, he's just death, staring death into Dragon Army Soldier 4.
Did you have it? Was that just one attack, or did you do both?
I missed one attack. I missed
Got it.
one of my attacks.
All right, that'll bring us to a Laffy. You are currently being accosted by a mounted rider.
Okay. I will drop the moonbeam on top of him.
I imagine it swooshes past me and I feel the heat and I'm like, oh! Goodness.
You're standing under a shady tree.
It's like a warm beam of light just passed over me.
And then I will, I actually have to look at... Oh, it's an action to move it.
Ah,
So
okay.
worth moving it. It's not worth moving it. Back like here, I think. We'll leave that for now. Yeah, so instead I am just going to primal savagery this guy next to me. Oops, I'm targeting everyone. I'm in. Undo that.
Alafi kills everyone.
Kills fucking Sylvanas off the wall.
Where's the untarget everyone button?
There
It
is one.
is right
Top
at the
right
top.
of the map.
Top right. Clear all targets. It looks like a little
It's
open
crosshairs.
crosshair.
Yeah, notes were over it. That's why I couldn't see it. All right, let's try that again. We're gonna target this guy, and I realized it is actually better to bring moonbeam, so we're just gonna do the moonbeam over top of him. So on his turn, he'll have that problem, and I will disadvantage on this guy. And shoot him with a archer form.
Hey,
2 18s on disadvantage. It's pretty good.
you know, I think you guys hacked my client over the last 2 months.
We turned it down. Yeah, we turned it down. Us high, you low.
It was the other way around.
Yeah, it's I think everything is reversed from last time. I was rolling well last time. I'm rolling shit today.
Yeah, Kyle.
I'm
I
okay
didn't-
with this because of the greater good.
I didn't hack your client, Kyle. I just pulled an Uno reverse.
Well, I think it's time for Frixis now.
Yeah. So. this
Unless
guy's
you wanted to
still
do any
alive.
movement to Laffy.
All right.
No, I'll stay right here.
Okay,
Seriously
turn
though,
him down.
how funny would that be to include like a deck of many things, but you get an Uno reverse card, and it's just a one-time use of anything. So like you just took 87 damage, and then you pull out the Uno reverse card.
I think they call that the lucky feat.
Well, no, it turns on them. They like the orc deals 87 damage to you. You pull out the Uno reverse. It deals 87 damage to itself.
I am Eldritch blasting this guy. And get to do nothing again.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I understand your pain.
Yeah. Alright,
Hey, you
and then
got
I'm going to use my
A higher
fairy
number
movement.
that time. No, wait, no, those are both under 5. Never mind.
Okay. So then after that, I'm going to move up to next to Thrag, I think. So I am within striking distance there. Okay. And that will be my turn. Josephine.
I see Alafi is under attack. I am going to move towards Alafi. I am going to cast a spell on Alafi, a touch spell. I will cast Warding Bond on you
Ooh, fun.
as my main action. And as my bonus action, I will turn invisible. Hidden step. So I'm going to do that to myself. Where's hidden step? Oh yeah, there it is. Cool. I don't target. I just clear my targets and just hidden step myself. I touch you. Don't worry, dear. This won't hurt too bad. And I just disappear. And that's my turn.
All right, she disappears. The Calaman soldiers, again, Soldier 3 fell from his wounds, and the others turned to help him back up, not willing to abandon their comrade, and they will not move this round. So which will bring us...
Didn't they just pick him back up?
Well, I'm just, like, reiterating what happened.
Oh, okay.
Why they aren't moving.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I thought you were rolling again for them not to move again.
No. That roll that determined that happened at the start of the round, so it was like,
Okay.
I said that happened, and it's been a while. All right, so now, as this battle continues to rage on, we can hear the ever-present din of conflict beyond the tree line. Occasionally, you can see the silhouettes of cavalry charging hither and thither, as well as arrows raining just throughout the sky in random volleys. It's impossible to tell which side is truly in control of the battle beyond the trees. But this battle is starting to stretch out into other areas, most notably the inconsiderate arrow fire. Phrixus and...
Oh, I did not.
Oh god. Yeah, all of the people in this circle.
I thought that was Kyle doing that.
No, that was
me
not me.
accidentally being on the moonbeam.
You know what? You know what? You guys have been having too easy of a time. Meteor.
the DM. All right, I've missed too many times. Dragon.
All right, so we will see a rain of arrows careening through the sky, landing around the Calaman soldiers, and also darkening Phrixus and Thrag with their shadows. I would need both of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh hey, I'm blessed, and it auto applies.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I have a +2 to dexterity saving. Well,
Or wait, is that concentration? And did the second thing that you just cast on a Laffy concentration? No? Okay, cool.
So what's being cast?
We're just making a
You are
save.
making dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Because arrows are raining down around you, and you are trying not to get hit.
Okay.
There's my good roll.
Hey!
It makes up for all of your bad rolls.
1 second. I'm just trying to find danger sense. Here we go. I got to include this. There's got to be a way to program this danger sense. I have advantage on dexterity saving throws that I can see, such as traps or spells.
So you
With
can see
this.
Sure.
Okay.
So hit the
So
advantage button before you hit your save.
yeah. So dex saving throw. Dex saving throw.
Excellent. So you both succeed, and you will take half damage, so 5 each.
Comes out of my armor of Agathis that I cast while riding up.
Do you want me to put that damage in myself, or are you
Yes, please.
okay?
All right.
You are raging, so that would be
Half.
halved again,
Oh, so that's 2.
maybe?
Would be 2. Well, either way, our next dragon boy is going to take his turn. He's going to chuck 2 javelins at Phrixus.
Ooh!
Hold on a second.
It has disadvantage. He dropped the 20.
Yeah, that's because he's prone for some reason.
Did I kill him?
He's
You attacked
dead.
with the dead one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. All right.
It's just the corpse. The corpse. Ugh. That's great.
Just
It's-
like
it's
face down.
His death spasms, he manages to throw a javelin.
He almost crit.
Hey, what? What's
Number
this?
4 there is the close one.
Number 4 is...
Number 3
well,
is, I think, the one that
3 is
you're-
next, so we're going to...
3 was the one you probably meant to throw a javelin with.
3's across the river.
Yeah, 3's going to ford it to get within range. And he will throw at Phrixus. Alright, here we go. This time with feeling. Okay.
He gets advantage?
Nope, he just throws
That's
twice. That
2.
was-
Is that a critic? Is that a critical?
Yes.
Oh,
it is.
critical.
silvery barbs. Reaction.
There it is!
I am so glad someone has silvery barbs.
What is silvery barbs?
It's the only time I can use it. It's a once per day thing.
It's the most annoying bard spell in existence.
It's not so bad. I can only do it once.
It's reverse luck. That you apply luck to somebody after the fact.
I just make them re-roll the crit.
Oh.
It's pretty great.
So
So
let's
here we
see if
go.
you can do the second one.
Oh my
Close.
god, that was
so
Super,
close.
super close.
Still hit, but not the double.
Just normie damage now.
Yeah.
And then I can choose a different creature I can see within range. And I can't choose myself. The chosen creature has advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw it makes within the next minute. I will choose Phrixus because you've been rolling so low. You have advantage on your next.
Hell
roll.
yeah.
Alrighty.
So I'm invisible, and I'm no longer invisible now. I see it happen. I just come back. I go, oh no! And I just move the blade over a little bit.
We got 2 attacks on Thrag here. Looks like both of those are misses. And then we're going to Soldier 5. He's going to make his attack on Laffy.
Oh my god.
If he's still alive, that is. Okay.
Moon.
Yeah, he's not feeling great. So actually, what he's going to do first
Is get out of the
just
giant beam.
rotate around the giant searing moonbeam. He is moving out of Josephine's area. Do you want to make an attack of opportunity?
Oh yeah, I'll smack him in the head. Oh, I do have
Did
war.
you
I do
use
have
your
Warcaster.
reaction?
I use my reaction. I can't.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Haha! I knew that.
I knew that all along.
I was testing you.
Hmm.
All right. Here we go. 2 longsword attacks.
Ooh.
Right.
Oh,
2
2
hits.
hits.
2 hits.
And then the fire, because it's not linked for whatever reason.
I'll resist the fire.
The resistance is applying to both. Everything you have right now is resisted. These should be showing up. Where
Oh no, I was saying I'm doing absorb elements.
Oh, okay. Because you're already resisting from my effect.
Oh, am I? Oh, okay.
Yes, because it says resist all on your character right now.
Oh, it does.
So you're
And I
only.
won't do absorb elements because that's not really worth
So
it.
if those wounds are automatic, they applied correctly.
Yes.
So you have 6 wounds. I also have 6 wounds. Because I take damage with you.
Got it.
I see.
Oh.
Oh, actually, I
From-
will do that. Does the resistance?
Stack?
Is it resistance or is it?
I'm giving you
You take out-
resistance. I'm giving you resistance.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. It does count as
They don't.
resistance.
Yeah, they don't stack. I don't think.
Yeah.
So I'm also
No.
taking 6 wounds from what I understand. Yeah, exactly the same amount of damage. Warding bond. Yep. Every time you take damage, I take the same amount. So it was reduced to 6, which is nice.
Nice.
Excellent. So, after that last soldier's attack, the turn will be rolling over to Thrag, but not before we see a Dragonelle fly over the field with a wrangling body in its grasp that it drops from the sky, landing 10 feet away from Thrag in a screaming, crumpled mess. He dies immediately on impact, blood spraying across the field. It's your turn.
Yay!
You're covered in blood. Again. Still.
Thrag just looks even angrier now. Alright, no, stop.
Dragus tried to be aggressive.
Thrag is confused. The hotkeys. Alright. Wait, I'm targeting myself.
Oh, I need to make
There
a
we go.
concentration check really quick. I have advantage because I am a war caster. So I just need to make sure that I'm holding on to this. I am continue.
Okay. Yeah, Thrag is going to make his first attack. Wait, no. Undo that. Undo that. I accidentally hit the... I rolled damage. I'm sorry, Kyle. I accidentally hit the dying... Or the damage button. Can you undo that?
Not really, because it caps out at 22, so I would have had to know his HP before he got hit.
It's needed by 7 damage. So he
Oh, by
would've-
7. All right.
12?
Yeah,
I know you want to do the damage, but you got to roll your attack roll.
I
first.
know. Thrag is too excited. He's too excited. All right. Wait, why do I have advantage?
Don't know.
Because he still has the prone condition because he was dead up
Yep.
until a second ago.
Oh, okay.
So let's fix that.
Try that one more time.
All right.
All right, we're gonna try this one more time.
Yep. There you go. And now he's dead for real.
Now
For
we
real.
got him actually.
Now he's actually dead.
Yeah, Thrag is just gonna continue this murder train and just look at the Dragon Soldier 3. Oh wait, how do I unselect Dragon Army Soldier 4? He's gone
Clear targets. Upper
Clear
right.
target to the top on the map.
on the map.
It's a crosshair with no skull in it.
Ah, thank you. He's gonna run over.
Here you're still targeting 4.
Yeah.
To me, it says I'm just targeting 3.
Maybe we've got some desync here.
It says you're targeting 4.
Huh?
And-
It's telling me
and
no.
3.
All right, clear targets
There
again.
you go. So now it just says 4.
I think you're fine. Just
Yeah,
if,
okay.
you're, if you're hitting
Four's
a corpse,
gone, it doesn't
whatever.
matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Second attack. That's a hit.
Yeah.
That's right. One damage. One damage.
Hey, 5. It's 5 damage.
I mean, 5. I mean, yeah, plus 4 damage.
Exactly.
Excellent. So the soldier's still alive. He's hanging on there. Probably not for too much longer. Ilavi.
I guess I'm going to do my disadvantage range attack on 5. Have to untarget his horse real quick. There we go.
Still got a hit.
Yep. So
4 from my blast. Very nice. Plunk.
Pink.
well, it feels like a minor waste, but hi.
I mean, yeah, there you go.
So should I try to attack him, or should I wait for the moonbeam to get him and go for the other guy?
Your call.
I'm going to go for the other guy. Gonna run up, and you said you gave me advantage, right?
Yeah, you have advantage.
Okay.
100%.
For the next, for your next hit. With his silvery barbs.
Alrighty. Then I am gonna swing my longsword at him. I need to target that first instead of rolling. There.
You're targeting Warhorse 1 as well.
How do you click and drag across the map?
I'm targeting. Oh yeah, I have the same clear thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you can.
Like, what would you do to click and drag? Oh, like select multiple things?
No, just like to move across the map because you can't. I can't.
Yeah,
really
you
do that.
use your mouse button, or sorry, your mouse scroll button. Just use the
Scroll out and then scroll back in, aiming at a different spot.
No, you can literally hold down the scroll button. Like the
Oh,
the
that works too.
Click it, and that'll move the map.
Alright, so I swing and hit him for 6.
Nice.
And then hit him again.
Another hit.
Better. 9. Got him.
Nice.
Alrighty. So that was action, bonus action. I moved 15 to there. I will move, I guess, 15 back to where I was. And then that's my turn. So Josephine's.
Everything feels currently under control. Until it doesn't. There was a dragon in the sky?
There was a dragon in the sky.
It flew by, dropping a body from the sky, but it's not part of the battle.
Okay. It doesn't seem interested in what's happening here.
No.
Okay. I
We are a
am
minor side battle.
I am just going to move up here, and I'm going to actually I'm going to move like right here. I don't. Does this affect my allies? 1 second. Oh, of my choice, so it doesn't matter. Okay, I just move next, and I will Word of Radiance, and I will go shh, and I'm going to target these two gentlemen.
I do love Word of Radiance.
This and this are being targeted, and we'll see if Word of Radiance can do fun things. Alright, so this will make them roll. One of them rolled well, one of them didn't. And then that. Alright, he falls apart. I Fusro him with a whisper.
You shh, and then he just flies off the Mount Ragdoll.
Skyrim ragdoll too.
Yes. Yeah, Skyrim Ragdoll. And that is my action. Bonus is I have bonus actions, but I'm not gonna burn them. Certainly. We're good. We're just
I
gonna
used a single spell and a wild shape.
yeah. I used 2 spells. I want to conserve.
Alright.
One of them was once a day.
So as the last Dragon Army soldier falls a bloody heap onto the battlefield, and our Calaman soldiers start making their final crossing, will watch as 12 mounted soldiers gallop from the tree line, rushing south toward the crossing. Calaman's colors are visible on these soldiers' armor despite the dents and stains of battle. It's easy to pick out Darrett among these riders in his distinctive Solamnic armor. Another figure sits behind him, sharing his steed. You see that Darrett's helmet turns toward all of you, and he raises up a hand and performs a signal, making the column turn towards your group as they charge across the crossing to meet up with you. The riders quickly encircle your group as Darrett approaches Thrag and Phrixus, them being the closest. He shouts down at you. Our forces are routing. You need to retreat to the east. Come with us. Quickly.
Mount my horse.
Our horses are just there. Then we'll start running for the horses.
Yeah, I quickly, Thrag will calm down and
Yeah,
make his way.
you all mount your riding horses. How great of a choice that was to buy these right before this.
Oh, man.
And
It was worth
the,
it.
the retreating cavalry column begins its retreat to the east. You keep pace with the wounded soldiers and shield them as you continue to withdraw. It isn't long before you make it to the small rendezvous camp just 6 miles east of the crossing river. You see that a significant camp has sprung up in this area. Most of the people assembled therein are wounded, having just been through a particularly heinous battle. And although you are not the first of the scene, you can see you aren't the last as soldiers are trickling in from the tree lines and countryside to regroup here. Darrett dismounts, helping the other individual on his horse off as well. You've been riding with him long enough to have identified that that is Lord Baccharis, who apparently appears to be in a state of shock. He has not said a single word since you regrouped with Darrett and headed to this camp. You see that there are other soldiers, all of which seem to be deferring to Darrett's judgment. They wear ornate armor and are clearly other commanders from the force, and Darrett is issuing them orders to help troop movements expedite out of the battleground and towards this point of retreat. But as the chaos of that battle begins to fade truly into the distance, as you become acclimated into this camp, you have a breather and are able to talk to Darrett as he takes his helmet off and sighs a shaky breath. I am so happy that you were able to make it.
What happened, Darrett? What happened here?
He looks towards your party. See if I can get He looks towards all of you, turning a side eye towards Baccharis, but not turning his head. Lord Baccharis ordered an assault on the Dragon army forces, but none of us were aware of reinforcements laying in wait nearby. As soon as the battle was joined, it swiftly swung against us. We ordered a swift retreat, but conflicting orders from the commander caused a significant amount of confusion, and most of our forces were cut off in the initial meeting of the conflict. But we were able to retreat most of our forces without taking significant losses. However, the forces commanded by Baccharis the Younger appeared to have been overwhelmed. We weren't able to break the lines to aid them, so we can only assume they're all dead.
What? Why? Who allowed them to command troops?
Darrett
Their daddies.
shrugs his shoulder. Regardless, the army doesn't seem to be particularly interested in pursuing us. They're probably aware of the marshal's post, which is nearby. So they're probably just going to take their easy win and back off without taking any more losses.
Oh, that's good.
He sighs his... Oh, go ahead.
Commander, I see there are many wounded here. Do you need my assistance?
Yeah, he turns towards Josephine and nods. Absolutely. If you can lend whatever services you can, we have wounded beyond counting.
She pulls up her sleeves. She says, I will get to work. She nods to the others and starts tending to beds.
And what of the rest of you? Darrett says, turning to the remainder of the party. I would recommend that you rest here in the safety of the camp. But if I could, in fact, put a further burden on you, we are going to be, if we can, regrouping with the Marshal's forces, but we need runners to get back to the city and inform them of what happened. So if I might make that request of you, I would ask that when you are rested, you make with all haste to Calaman and let them know.
Our horses had a ride here, so we'll probably need a short rest for them before we.
Do they mechanically
leave
need
as
a?
well.
Do they mechanically need a rest?
You fast rode them all the way here, so I would say probably. At the very least, you guys need a rest. You may not have been running the whole way here, but you have been awake a long time.
Yeah.
Unless you want to push exhaustion. You totally could.
I think one day is DC 10 con save, and then beyond that it's 15, then 20, then 25.
I suspect we're gonna have a little bit of downtime when we get to the city, so I wouldn't necessarily mind.
Like pushing back.
Yeah, because this is pretty big news. But I will go with whatever the party suggests. So I would throw it out there. Let's just,
Josephine's
It's just-
going to risk exhaustion to help as many people as she can.
That makes sense. And there would be more than enough people for you to spend all of your time helping.
So are we thinking short rest here and then going back in order to make time for that, or are we thinking just pushing right now?
Josephine can be pulled away if ordered. I mean, if it's something Darrett wants us to really do above this, she will, but she
I'm
won't.
thinking long rest just because if we do have downtime after this, there's no point in us it'd be better. There's no point in us rushing back. And at the same time, if there is something, we don't want to rush back into partly hurt or exhausted, possibly.
Darrett would caution fully resting while you're safe, because he is uncertain how safe the roads will be on the way back.
That is fair.
Josephine probably wouldn't push herself then.
If that's the case, I simply need a short rest and I will be back to full strength, so whatever the group wants to do from there.
I think we've been awake for like 20 hours, though, so...
That's true.
Okay.
Josephine will push herself to the limit of time and then rest.
I will assist Josephine.
Thank you, Alafi. Your assistance is quite appreciated.
Yeah, and you spend your time aiding the wounded, and you would find your time just trickling away without you even realizing it, just working from one broken body to the next. More than a few men you tend to are suffering from incredibly deep gashes and bite wounds as if they were fighting terrible creatures. Having just taken down a Dragonelle, you can't help but wonder if there were a few dragons on the field that these men had to contend with.
Wherever like the critically wounded are, Josephine will walk in there, beacon of hope and prayer of healing that whole thing, max healing to that whole fucking tent. She will Anduin light into that tent.
Phrixus will pretty much follow her around, watching and taking notes.
Thrag would approach Darrett and ask him, like, what kind of machinations did this army have? Were there greater creatures than those Dragonelles? Or...
Darrett will reflect for a moment. I didn't see anything greater than those dragon riders they had on the field. Nothing like what we saw at Vogler, at the very least.
That's good, at least. You did good. I'm glad you made it out unharmed.
Mostly. Nothing some bandages won't be able to fix up.
Yes, those bandages helped me quite a bit. Josephine remended my head. I almost died at that fort.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't.
I
I
agree.
think there's 4 or 5 men here who owe their lives to you and yours.
Well, let us get them rested up. What will you be doing now? Will you be traveling back to the city?
Well, as soon as the camp's able, we are going to be marching to reconvene with the host. I don't want to risk whatever army is lurking out there in the wilds collapsing on us again. Not after the losses we sustained.
It pains me to say it, but do you wish me to escort Baccharis back to the city? Perhaps someone, if with his rank and status, should be absent from the battlefield.
If you can convince him to go. But he is the commanding officer here, so without an order, I can't move on that.
Would I know if militarily Baccharis would be under the Marshal or over the Marshal?
Baccharis would be under the Marshal for sure.
Okay. He should probably go with you to answer for what he did today.
At the very least, Darrett says under his breath.
What happened to his son? Is his son so his son is completely lost then?
The line collapsed, and they were completely surrounded. We couldn't reach them. So his entire regiment has been completely wiped out.
I don't know why that man and his son were given positions in the first place.
Their lords.
Well, I will stay silent for that.
About this time, we see a golden plume of light fart its way out of the medical triage tent.
To counter note that, like, there's the golden plume of light going everywhere with Josephine, and Laffy is more of like shadows and fairy fire type of a thing, like eking through the.
Makes sense.
Yeah, lots of ephemeral magical light and energy just pouring out of the triage tent. Well, is there anything else our party would like to do with their time before resting and making their way back to Kalaman?
think the only thing for me would be I'll volunteer to do a watch. So before I end up sleeping, I will use my rope trick for the day to just make a safe place that I can watch, and I can do it from kind of up high too for an hour. But
Okay. And while we're resting, because Josephine went out of her way to help those in need, which is very much playing to her character, please give yourself an inspiration.
Heck yeah.
Elafi, you are helping as well, so please get an inspiration. You feel that welling of self-confidence and worth
Puts a
inside
star
you
on
as
us.
you're helping all these people.
does.
Yeah.
Only you can see this, Sharda.
Only you can see it. That's cool.
And Frixis, also give yourself some inspiration as well.
What was that to me, or was that to?
Thrag, you already have inspiration according to the stars on my screen.
Oh.
I can't give you double inspiration.
Aw.
I was planning on giving it to you for your charging into battle and knocking a guy off his horse in one fell swoop, but
That was pretty cool.
that was very Thrag. But alas, double inspiration isn't the thing. Just know that you would have had it if you didn't.
Now, last session, Thrag, there's a pretty good chance you would have landed in the river and gone about 50 feet down the river.
he just no.
Dragons just fly down and just.
Oh, look, a fish.
The 45 movement speed helps.
All right, our party will be able to rest in the triage camp, safe, surrounded by what remains of Lord Bakaris's regiment. And the next day, you will be able to depart in the early morning to head back to Calaman. Is there anything else you would like to do before you all take off?
Not me. We got a long rest, right?
I guess
Yes.
I would definitely let Darrett know that we give him a debrief on the mission that we had been doing prior to this.
Oh,
So the fort and Raven's forces are there holding up, and that there were the shapeshifter type illusion-y guys.
should we tell him about the note that had to be given to us secretly?
No.
That was his note.
That was his note.
Yeah, but why did she have to give it to us secretly?
Because he asked her to.
Oh, yeah.
And it said in the note that he can't disobey orders, so all he can do is order us to help.
That's fair.
So. But yeah. So he'd let him know that there's the illusion-y guys, as well as that we encountered one of the dragon riders up there as well.
Well, I have heard reports that they have some shape-shifting varieties of dragons, so that's disconcerting to know that that's actually true. But I'm happy to hear you were able to claim Wheel Watch. I know I was very concerned for Raven and her men, and I'm glad to hear that you were able to see them safely accomplish their task. It's not the easiest way to cut your teeth, but I couldn't think of a better way for them to learn of battle than in your shadows.
Yeah. It was a hard-fought battle for us, for sure. But...
Well, as I said before, I'm just thankful you were able to march straight from there to come help us out.
Oh, are we within 18 miles of the... Or are we 30 out?
You're 30.
Okay. I was just thinking there would be a faster way there. Okay.
Morning light does find our party readily enough, and you have given Darrett further debriefing. Is there anything else before you take off?
Not from me.
Don't think so.
Not I.
Okay. Well, our party will depart the triage camp to the praise and adulation of more than a few soldiers calling out Josephine's name and praying to their newfound love for the deity. What's her name?
Her name is.
Starts with an M.
I know it's a little
Mother?
bit difficult. It's Mystical.
Mystical.
The mother.
Having single-handedly pretty much healed her way into several acolytes and fresh converts to to her way of thinking.
She's got the
but-
prayer beads she's handing out.
If they ask about my god, I'm like, you should probably just go with that one. Instead.
You're totally just passing on the savings here.
That's great. That's great.
Pass on the praise. But
My
yeah,
god
our
wouldn't
party-
want random soldiers following him.
Our party will depart victoriously, being able to help turn the retreat from Steel Springs from less of a massacre into more of just a tactical withdrawal. And quickly, our party will make their way back to Kalaman to relay the alarming news that the Red Dragon army is actively moving through Kalaman's territory in the west. And God only knows what will happen if it meets up with Vendry's forces. The ride back, are you full gallop the whole way, or are you riding at a more normal speed?
Normal, we think, right?
Yeah, probably normal.
Yeah. Pushing the horses that hard would probably be bad 2 days in a row.
All right.
Oh, we should deduct feed for them.
You three should also name your horses.
Zephyr.
Oh, it is not my horse.
That's a weird name.
It's not the name, but sure. This is not my horse.
Be sure
It
to
is-
water and
it
feed not
is.
my horse.
Ah, so your horse is not your horse. That's an interesting name.
It is not my horse.
Yes, you just told me it's a
You
bit
are
strange,
all
but-
incredibly silly.
Gave my horse a pun name, so.
All right. So, thankfully enough, our party will not be accosted on the road back to Kalaman. Now, when you return to Kalaman, things are a little bit different than you left them. As you're approaching the gates of the city, you see that they are closed. The heavy iron portcullis has been called down, and there is a crowd assembled around the gate. Oh, in fact, here we go. A crowd mills at the gate ahead, dozens of commoners murmuring and excitedly looking past the closed portcullis. There's nothing to see, a guard shouts across the crowd. Please, just move along.
Can we see anything over our horses?
Over your horses, beyond the portcullis and the guard, you see the interior of the city, which is still hustling and bustling as normal.
Make a perception check to peek at anything going on?
Yeah, absolutely. Feel free.
No.
You know, the only thing you would spy is just that everyone here is excited. There's an electric energy in the air, and the guards seemingly are just trying to get everybody to move about with their day.
So, I'd say we would need to approach the gates and ask them if we can get in. Right? So, we're
Yeah.
gonna have to do that anyway.
What's going
Right
on?
behind you.
That what is there not for us? Is there for us not to see?
So there's a throng of people. It's super electric. There's a lot of energy in the air. I guess can I talk to a guard and like, why are the gates closed? What's happening?
Yep, your party approaches the gates, and I know, Frixis, you mentioned talking to the guard. Did you want to talk to him first before Thrag, or do you want to?
Oh yeah. If Frixis
Uh,
wants to, I will. He can for sure.
Yeah, just heading up and saying we're going to need passage and like showing the little badge armlet thing.
Yeah, he sees your badge and right, of course, sir. Hey, where's the gate? And you hear the mechanical gears in the wall begin to turn as the gate lurches up and raises, at least tall enough for all of you to pass your horses under.
Why is this closed in the first place?
What is there for us not to see?
It's just been closed by request. The governor said that there's some alarming to-do happening outside of the city, so the gates have been closed for safety.
That's fair.
Also, everyone is excited because a column of Salamnic Knights arrived just an hour ago.
Thrag will shoot a look towards Frixis. Having just been dealing with the disguise,
Mm-hmm.
the disguise thing.
Well, that's definitely a to-do. We should head in, give our report, and maybe see what that's up with, or what's up with that.
Yes, it will be good to see some of my fellow knights. Well, I'm a knight in training. It doesn't count.
Yeah, you're no Derek.
Alright, well, our party makes their way through the gate. The guard admits a few people who say they have business in the city, but shoos most others away as the portcullis begins to close once again, shutting all of you off inside of the city. Now, you can hear murmurings of the knights as you make your way through the streets. A lot of people having varied opinions as to whether or not it's exciting or annoying that the knights have arrived. Sentiment towards the knight orders has always been negative since the calamity, but more than a few seem to be excited about the fact that there's just an interest by an ally about maybe potentially helping with Calaman's problems, seeing as how they've been beset by an invading army for the last few months. Make your way up to Castle Calaman. You will see that traffic is lighter as you get towards the castle, and it is as quiet as you left it before. The gates to the castle have been closed, but as you're approaching them, the guard recognizes all of you and politely waves you inside as the gate is opened. The heavy portcullis rising once more and then shutting behind all of you as you cross under it.
Make our way to the council chamber, I guess, or we'll go see Zarya. Something. Who are we supposed to be giving our report to?
The governor.
It would have been the governor, and
Okay.
Darrett would have said as much. With Vendry being deployed, the governor would need to know.
Okay. So he'll start heading for the governor.
Okay. So yeah, you guys make your way towards the council chamber. Castle Calaman's courtyard is largely deserted, as most of the city's defenders remain with the troops west of the city. Near the covered cloisters leading to the city council conference room are two heavily armored knights of Solamnia on horseback. One of them holds a banner bearing a prominent rose emblem.
Thrag nervously salutes.
The knights turn their attention towards you and say nothing.
What do they say?
They say nothing.
Oh. I go, recruit Thrag. Greetings.
The right knight turns his head towards the left and then back towards Thrag, and they say nothing.
That hurts.
Can I look for illusion? I don't know how this works.
Usually, like perception or arcana or something. I don't remember. I know there's a way to do it. I think the illusion spell has rules for it.
Like, with them not saying anything, it makes me suspicious that they're trying to not throw off their cover of that.
Thrag will give them the customary, like, at ease, farewell, sir,
Well, disguise self is intelligence investigation rolls against their DC.
Yeah, if you want to try and detect the disguises or illusions.
It's investigation.
Yeah.
Oof.
Could use your inspiration if you want.
Yeah, you got inspiration now.
That's
I could
true.
guidance you.
Okay.
going.
Laffy.
Yeah.
You do note something as you're standing before these knights. You note that their armor is covered in spots of ash and rust, as if the armor were exceptionally old.
Would I be able to roll anything? I've been around Knights of Solemnia.
I don't think these are knights. I back up a little bit and be like, Josephine, I'm not sure those are knights.
What
What
would they be?
What are you
I don't
talking
know.
about? These are
They might be wearing stolen armor.
what?
That is concerning.
We should probably get into the council chamber.
I can't. These are Solemnic Knights.
Well, they're not your commander.
True, but Laffy, if you believe this is the course of action, I will follow, but I am uncertain.
I think we should report and just make sure that we don't turn our backs on any of them.
All right.
You do know to reach the council chamber, you have to go into the cloisters, and to get there, you would have to go through the archway these individuals are standing guard on.
So I guess Phrixus will approach them and say, "We have business this way. Excuse me," and we'll start trying to just walk straight through them.
As you attempt to walk through them, you will see one of them turn his horse and step before you in a way that blocks the passage with the beast.
Excuse me, good sir. Our orders are to directly report to this council. I respect your rank and status as knight, but we are under strict orders.
They do not reply. The other knight also blocks the pass with his horse.
I'm not aware of any type of order in the Knights of Solemnia that are just silent, right?
You know the
there's
Knights
no
of
oath
Rose?
of silence. There is no oath of silence. Though a knight could choose to do that individually as a form of honoring someone or doing something of the sort, but there's no mandate.
Have you two sworn an oath of silence? It's not uncommon.
They don't reply.
I'll take that as a yes.
A thumbs up.
They make no move to acknowledge you.
So this is a courtyard? Is it a hallway directly behind them, or is it like a uncovered thing if you could go up and over?
This is an archway that goes into a series of cloistered, council rooms and chambers. But this is the only way to access those rooms.
They
is
are
through this point.
they're blocking our way, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And what's behind them?
Another connecting courtyard that leads to all of the council rooms.
Not to be rude, but I'm getting a little tired of the formalities, and I will misty step through them.
All right. You misty step through them, and as you operate on the opposite side, you hear steel being drawn as one of the knights turns and charges you, while the other charges the rest of the party. And that is where we will stop for the evening, as it is 10:40. And next time, we will return to our battle with the Knights of Solemnia.
Oh no!
Interesting.
This is how we lost our knight.
Wow, what a my knight's gonna be just punished Venom Thrag even more.
Soon he'll be a
Healthy.
Blackguard Thrag.
Yeah.
Very good.
Super good session, Kyle. This was great. Good to be back.
Oh yeah.
It's great to have all of you here, and thank you everyone for joining us for this return to Dragonlance. And I look forward to all of the exciting events that happen in our next session, which I believe is next week.
Should be.
I believe
Yeah,
everybody
should be.
was set
I don't
for
have
next
any
week.
problems with next week.
Yep. should be good.
Sweet. So we will see you all then, or whenever you choose to watch this on YouTube. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.